Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kenny Diggs here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. As you see right here, we're going to get things started with this. You see Jeff Jarrett pinning Jeff Hardy in that Texas Chainsaw Massacre match. Well, Texas Chainsaw Massacre match it was. Jeff Hardy, Jeff Jarrett, these two men, no stranger towards each other. They've been trying to tear each other apart, limb from limb. As you saw there, Jeff Jarrett and Jeff Hardy. The match started with a bang. He even had a surprise appearance from none other than you know who. And I would be afraid of him too. Leatherface. Leatherface made an appearance on. Look at Leatherface. Real sick, disturbing. Leatherface making his way. Jeff Jarrett had odds. The match started with Jeff Jarrett dominating on Jeff Hardy. When Jeff Hardy didn't expect Jeff Jarrett, this match was dead. You saw it. Jeff Jarrett pins Jeff Hardy with the help of that giant. Everyone tried to get involved. Jeff Jarrett, the Bronze Player, the Giant, Sanjay Dutt, Jay Lethal. Jeff Hardy had his brother, Ethan Page, and Colin Cassidy. They all tried to get involved. But Jeff Jarrett picked up the win over Jeff Hardy and now is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre champion or whatever you want to call it. Only time will tell on that. But, hey, it is what it is with Jeff Jarrett and Jeff Hardy. But the beginning of the night started with this, that Orange Cassidy defended the international championship against Willa Yuta. And what a match that was. Jeff Hardy, not Jeff Hardy, but Orange Cassidy wins his match over Willa Yuta. Orange Cassidy gets the job done over Willa Yuta. Still remains the international championship scramble. He's not the All-Land champion no more. He's the international champion. So international means a lot. Jeff Orange Cassidy. Also, too, we can find what we were looking for. The tag team match. Darby Allin teams up with Nick Wayne, his protege, to take on two halves of the World Six-Man Tag Team Champions, Gates of Agony, Khan and Tor. Well, that match was dominated by Khan and Tor until it came out of nowhere that Sting tried to cleanse his image as Joker Sting. Sting came out there and scared the daylights out of Prince Nana. Prince Nana didn't see it coming. Now we know Sting will be teaming up with Darby Allin in a tag team casket match against Swerve Strickland and AR Fox. So we're gonna see that match. Sting looking to shock AR Fox, and then AR Fox didn't really see it. Everybody just retreated. So the retreat is on between Sting, Darby Allin to take on AR Fox and Swerve Strickland. Darby Allin looking to get revenge on AR Fox after he told Fox. There's a lot going on, but you can tell. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. You can tell. Also, too, the women's match. Dr. Britt Baker taking on the Bunny. Which one of these two women will head to All In London at Fatal 4-Way for the women's title? Well, we found out who wants it more. We found out that the Bunny wants it more. Dr. Britt Baker wants it more. Dr. Britt Baker involved in the Fatal 4-Way. She defeated the Bunny. Now we know Saraya. He or she will defend her championship against Saraya, Toni Storm, and Dr. Britt Baker. We know that about all the women are close in a way, but with the women's title, who wants to leave with the women's title? You got the one that what the relationship is going to be for Toni Storm and Saraya, what their match is going to be going forward, how they're going to fit in. But we now know Dr. Britt Baker is now going to, join the match after she defeated the Bunny in a hard fought matchup for her to do, but tough and it's, I guess, tough cookie to beat. So we'll see that match coming up. Also, too, we saw another thing where Chris Jericho um did not see this coming. Like he normally didn't see stuff coming. He just saw this shit coming long ago. But he didn't want to believe it. Chris Jericho will thought he was gonna join Don Callis in the Callis family. Chris Jericho had another thing coming. What had happened, even this Jericho being lacerated by Don Callis with that picture. Chris Jericho decided not to join Don Callis in the family. He didn't, but he paid a price for it. Even Don Callis even did this meme right here. I don't know what the hell that means. I did what I did. What the hell does that mean? Evil and vicious, but this is what happened right here. This is how it went down right here. Um, Will Ospreay, don't know why Will Ospreay will even want to join Don Callis of all people. Will Ospreay associated himself with Don Callis. I don't know why, but we just have to wait and see how this is gonna play out. Because I mean, this is really, really getting interesting to see how what role Don Callis Will Ospreay got. I don't know what's going on. We'll probably get elaborate next week on Dynamite. Chris Jericho got lacerated real bad tonight by Will Ospreay, Don Callis, and Takesha. Speaking of that, you see right here, the FTW champion, Jack Perry, says that he's been defending the title, but he said he's want to be moved on from the title. So at the next week, he is done with the title. So I suspect that him and Hook will have some program going forward. We'll see what this gonna lead to. Jack Perry, Hook, and what Taz might have to say about it. After he started the belt, so we'll get that next week. After we told you what happened and stuff, this was gonna happen. Chris Jericho will take on Will Ospreay next Sunday after what had happened. So Jericho can get his revenge next week. This Will Ospreay. And we'll see that match going forward next week. Jericho Ospreay 1-on-1 at All In. So look forward to seeing that match going forward. Speaking of that, Takesha, we heard with Kenny Omega, he wants to get his hands on Takesha. He'll have so to do so, but this time in a 6-man tag team match, it'll be Kenny Omega, Heyman, and Kota Ibushi taking on Takesha, Jay White, and Juice Robinson. So we'll see that match going forward. So we'll have to wait and see what that's gonna go down with that next 1 week from Sunday stuff. Well, we know Adam Page, he's looking forward for his match at Dynamite. Adam Page, getting himself ready and prepared for his match in the 6-man tag. He's huge 6-man tag team match going forward and stuff. But after what we saw earlier today, we saw Kenny Omega got attacked by the Young Bucks, Takesha, Don Callis. I guess Don Callis making enemies, a lot of enemies in his way. I know about Don Callis. Don Callis like to do it. He got enemies with he had found friendships with Kenny Omega and Jericho, where Kenny Omega and Jericho team up to take down Don Callis. That'll be something, you never know. Speaking of that, Tony Khan might have to take advantage on that, but he's focusing on this. We know MJF and Adam Cole, they're battling for the world championship next week, but they started bosom friendship as well as this. We know they're going to be in a tag team match, kicking off the pre-show against Aussie Open. We know that they have to put their ego aside, the differences aside, if they're going to win tag team titles. But you never know who's going to turn on who. We thought Adam Cole was going to turn on MJF. That wasn't the case. It just kind of leads to what the hell are they doing? But it's kind of like confusing because you're trying to see who's going to turn on who. You're thinking it's going to be Jericho, Cole, or MJF. You think MJF going to do it, but then you're thinking MJF got a heart for Cole. You think Cole's going to do it. It's just so much going on right now. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. So it leaves the question on who's going to turn on who, and it's kind of giving those vibes like who's going to do what. Only time will tell, but we have to wait and see. You guys can't wait and see forever, but we have to hear how it's going to go. But hey, who knows? We just have to wait and see on how that's going to progress and transpire. The main event was this former tag team champions, the Young Bucks, going against former tag team champions, the Gun Boys. You know, both teams have been held the AEW tag team titles before. The Bucks held it multiple times, but this time the Bucks have an opportunity to hold it for a third time against FTR. Well, wasn't that not the case? What we saw, that these tag teams want to prove themselves on who's going to be next in line for opportunity. We know the Bucks are next in line for the tag team titles. But see right here, FTR had helped the Guns retain their goal. But the Gun family keep the Guns and FTR. FTR won the titles from the Guns. We get to see that match going forward again. This time we'll see. But we know that FTR versus the Young Bucks is going to be a historic banger next week. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. Plus, too, we told you that Eddie Kingston, for honorable mention, he showed up. He's going to team up with his boys, the Lucha Brothers, to take on and best friends, Orange Cassidy. They're all going to team up against the Lucha Brothers. It's going to be a 12 Stampede Stadium match. We don't know who the three missing guys that the Blackpool Combat Club will have. Mystery partners. Only time will tell, but it's going to be a fantastic card. So we just have to wait and see what's going to go down. But only time will tell. But Eddie Kingston made his triumphant return back here tonight. Eddie Kingston looking to get his measure of revenge sooner rather than later. Kingston want to show that he's back. He's back to get his hands on Black Who Combat Club. He probably don't like Cesaro because he made that clear and known for a long time. But hey, only time will tell. So we have to wait and see on that. All right. That's going to end the pro wrestling show for the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. We had a lot to get to. So, for me being Kendra Dix, thank you for watching. We'll see you this Friday after SmackDown. Probably after SmackDown for the SmackDown Ring Report. Then Saturday for the Collision Ring Report. So, me being Kendra Dix saying so long.